Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Know Your Daughter to Item series. In our previous episode, we covered items from equipment section and we covered three items: Quelling Blade, Ring of Protection, and Infused Drops. And in this episode, we are hoping that we'd cover Orb of Venom, Blightstone, Blades of Attack, and probably Gloves of Haste as well. So without further ado, let's start with Orb of Venom. Alright, Orb of Venom is an item purchasable at base shop under Equipment, and we will be covering ability, recommended heroes, trivia, gallery, and recent changes. But before we do so, let's look at this card view. It costs 250 gold. Its sell value is 125 gold. Passive attack is poison attack, does not give any other bonuses. It's not shareable, does not give any usage alert, and this item is being used for this recipe, Orb of Corrosion. In due time, we will also talk more about that recipe as well. Now, moving on to contents, let's start with ability. It's a poison attack. That's the passive ability, affects only enemies, magical, HP removal kind of damage. Poison target, dealing 2 magical damage per second and slowing movement speed by 13% if equipped hero is a melee, and 4% if they're ranged. And slowing movement by 13% if equipped hero is melee, and 4% if their range lasts for 2 seconds. Movement speed slow. Okay, we covered it. 13% for melee and 4% for range. Damage per second is 2. Damage duration is for 2 seconds. Successive attacks do not stack but refresh duration instead. Does not stack with slow and damage over time of corrosion. If both debuffs are present, Orb of Venom's debuff does not slow or deal damage. Does not slow or deal damage if both debuffs are present. Orb of Venoms does not deal. Attack first, apply debuff, and then their own attack damage. If both melee and ranged hero with Orb of Venom attack same time, same target, value of first apply debuff is used and refreshed. Deals damage in 1 second intervals starting 1 second after debuff is applied, resulting 2 instances. Can deal up to 4 damage before reductions. Damage from poison attack is direct HP removal, so it does not trigger any co-op on damage, any on damage effects. Does not work against words, buildings, or allied units. Recommended heroes list, we have generally picked up by melee heroes who intend to harass their opponents in lane. So, intend to harass, no surprise there, Bounty Hunter, Art Spirit, Omni Knight, Ricky, Trend Protector. Alright, so trivia, Orb of Venom's lore envenoms your weapon. What? Weapon, should I? The venom for a venomous viper is a reference to quote of V for Vendetta, weapon. Weapon was intentionally written song with E for reference sake. This is how it looks like. And recent changes: reduced gold cost from 275 to 250. Yeah, here. Reduced poison attack, melee movement speed 15% to 13%. Now builds into Orb of Corrosion. We saw that. And reduced gold cost from 300 to 275. It's even better now, 250. Poison tag, reduced damage per second, 5-3 to all heroes. Increased melee bonus speed to 50%. Now it's 13%. Reduced duration from 2 to 2, which stays true still. Alright, so this was about Orb of Venom. Now let's move on to next. Blightstone is an item purchasable at main shop under equipment. We'll be covering ability, recommended heroes, others, and recent changes. But before we do that, let's talk about card view of this Blightstone. As cost 300 gold, sell value is 150 gold. Passive item, passive abilities, lesser corruption, does not give any other bonuses, not shareable, does not give any usage alert, and it's been used into this recipe desolator. As per usual, we'll also cover this in some other episode, but for now, let's move on to contents. Ability. Lesser corruption. It's a passive ability, only affects units. Okay. Your attacks reduce target's armor by 2 for 8 seconds. Armor reduction 8, duration for 8 seconds. Okay. Attacks first apply debuff and then their own attack damage. Works against all units, including allied units. Armor reduction has following properties. Debuff from armor reduction of same source does not stack but refreshes its duration. Okay. Same source does not stack but refreshes duration. Okay. So stacks additively with other armor reducing sources, e.g. from abilities or from armor corruption talents. Oh, so stacks additively. That's nice. Corrosion, corruption, greater corruption stacks additively. However, if their debuffs are present, lesser corruption does not reduce armor. If their debuffs is, okay, so lesser corruptions wouldn't, because there would be corrosion, corruption, and greater corruption. The recommended heroes list, again, we have Bounty Hunter, Woodwing, Phantom Assassin, Slaughter, Visage. Visage, interesting. It's, yeah, it takes, yeah, it slows down, and on top of it, reduces armor and stuff. Does more damage. Okay, guess it. How is that? Okay, and others, heroes who intend to build Tesolator can pick up Blightstone in early game, like Weaver, Sniper, Legion Commander, Lifestealer, Wind Ranger, Clanks, Mirana, Templar Assassin, Great Game, Tusk, Nature's Prophet. Recent changes. No longer builds into falling assets, Medallion of Courage, Orb of Corrosion. Yeah. Now, in 7.28 version, now builds into Orb of Corrosion, which is now removed. So, and okay, so in lesser corruption, no longer stacks with corruption and greater corruption. We just covered it there moments ago. Lesser corruption is no longer unique modifier, as it is still true. So, alright, so this was about our Blightstone. Now let's move on to your next item. Blades of Attack is an item purchasable at base shop under equipment. Well, we'll directly right away cover recent changes because there won't be much to talk about. So let's talk. Have a look at this card view for this item. It costs 450 gold. Sell value is 225 gold. The price is there. It gives +9 attack damage. Not shareable. Does not give any usage alert. And it's been used into these recipes: Face Boots, Crystallis, Armlet of Mordigan, Falcon Blade, and Vladimir's offering. So straight away to recent changes. Now builds into Falcon Blade, we just saw. Now builds into Vladimir offering, we also saw. From 7.27 onwards. Increased gold cost from 430 to 450, we also saw that. So yeah, this was about our Blaze of Attack. Let's look into Gloves of Haste. Looks like we can cover this as well. Gloves of Haste are Gloves of Haste. Okay, an item purchasable at base shop under equipment. And it costs 450 gold, so that is 225 gold. Bonus, it gives plus 20 attack speed. And now Shareable does not give any usage alert. It's been used into these recipes. Power Threads, Hand of Midas, Amulet of Mortigan, Maelstrom, Orb of Corrosion. Now, right away to recommended heroes list. Heroes we intend to build a Hand of Midas will sometimes purchase Gloves of Haste in early game. Okay. Arc Warden, Enigma, Invoker, Lifestealer, Nature's Prophet, and recent changes. Builds into following items. Maelstrom, Orb of Corrosion, we just saw from 7.35 version onwards. And 7.28 version onwards no longer builds into Glimmer Cave. 7.27 from miscellaneous shop category to equipment with other attack speed items. So from miscellaneous shop to equipment category. Now, no longer builds into Drama of Endurance. Now builds into Glimmer Cave, which has been removed from 7.28 version and onwards. So this was about Gloves of Haste. And I suppose we can we covered these 4 items. And in our next episode, we hope to continue to do so, and hope to cover as many items as we did in this episode. Until then, be good to yourself and everybody around you, both in game and out game. Last but not least, good game, everybody. Good game.